Hi, and welcome to this next in a series of videos intended to cover the 2D frame analysis module in the structural engineering library. If you're just joining us, we've been working through a series of steps to model this single bay braced frame of steel members. The frame has been supported, member releases have been set, member sections have been assigned, materials have been assigned, loads have been applied. We've studied load combinations. We've checked the model by looking at the analysis results and deflected shapes. And in the previous video, we applied some steel design parameters, values of unbraced length, K, the effective length factor, CM, and CB, and so on. In this video, our intent is to actually show you how to perform the steel code checks, and then we'll review the design results. So in order to actually tell the program that we want it to perform steel code checks, what we need to do is come back to the General tab and then drop down to this category called Member Stress Check Status. Notice that right now it's toggled off, but the options are to tell it that we want it to perform stress checks according to either ASD or LRFD methodologies. So what I'll do, because of the fact that I've set up my load combinations to use service load level combos, I'll choose the ASD option so that we'll get some meaningful results here. Now the program will actually perform the stress checks for us and report those on the results tabs. Also, remember that if you've set the auto calculate option so that it doesn't automatically calculate, then you'll need to click the calculate button to ensure that you have current results. In our case, the model's simple enough that I'll just keep that auto calculate button or checkbox selected. Now what we'll do is come to the results tab, and what we'll see is that we have a new tab inserted here in the lineup, which is called Member Check Results. The Member Check Results tab has two subtabs. There's the Stress Check Results, which report for each of the members in the model, the section that was used, the material that was used, and then when evaluating the maximum combined axial and bending stress ratio, it indicates the controlling load combination and the stress ratio that was found to exist in that member as a result of that combination. It indicates a pass-fail status, and then it indicates the location along the length of the member measured from the starting end to the location at which the section was found that produces the identified maximum stress ratio. And then further over to the right, similar checks are performed for shear. So again, we have the load combination that produces the controlling stress ratio, the controlling stress ratio value, and then a pass-fail status indicated for the named member. On the Steel Details tab, we have a list of all members in the model that can be expanded so that we can drill into detailed results and see on a load combination by load combination basis, stepping along the length of the member in small increments, a governing stress ratio, both a value and an equation indicated to tell us what controls. Then we can see results for the axial load check, the design axial load, and then the controlling strength or capacity both in compression and in tension for the named member. If we move to the right, we can see that we have a column that indicates moments, both the applied moment and the nominal capacity. And then finally we have the same values for shears. So if we, for instance, come to member B, we'll see some meaningful results here in the shears location. This is our beam that has a uniformly distributed load, and so now we can see that we have some shear values, some bending moment values, and even a small axial load in this particular member. So hopefully that's been helpful in terms of giving you an overview of how you can actually communicate to the program that you wanted to perform steel code checks, and how you can take a look at both the summarized results as well as the detailed design or code checking results in the program. The last thing that I'd like to mention, because it hasn't been brought up in any of the other videos, is this final tab at the far right, which is called Reports. And I'll just mention that this is the tab that you can use to control the exact pieces of data that you want to be echoed in your printed report. So you have some convenience buttons like setting everything to print for both input and for output, or clearing everything, or you can come in and customize exactly what you want to be included in the printed report by just selecting those things that you do and don't want to see. I hope that that's been helpful in terms of giving you some indication as to how you can customize the reports. And I hope that overall the series of videos has been helpful. If there are any other areas that seem like they would be useful, please don't hesitate to let us know. You can contact us at support@enercalc.com, and we'll be glad to give consideration to some other suggestions for different topics for new videos. Thanks very much. Take care and have a great day.